Welcome back to Vancouver Family Living. This is episode 2 of Mike's Homebuyer's Playbook. In the last episode, we talked about buying the right lifestyle instead of just the right house. Today, we're taking that one step further. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how I evaluate a neighborhood before I ever start looking at homes with my clients. Because here's the truth. You can renovate a kitchen, you can renovate a bathroom, you can even add another bedroom, but you can't renovate where your home is located. Later in this video, I'm going to share what I call Mike's 4-visit rule. It costs absolutely nothing, takes very little time, and I honestly believe it's prevented more buyer's remorse than almost anything else I've taught over the years. If you're serious about buying a home, this is something you'll want to start doing immediately. I once had clients who absolutely fell in love with a house. The kitchen was perfect, the backyard was exactly what they wanted for their kids, the price fit their budget, everything looked great. But before they wrote an offer, I asked them to spend one evening sitting outside the home during rush hour. Within 20 minutes, they realized thousands of commuters used that street every single afternoon as a shortcut. What looked like a quiet family street on Saturday morning turned into constant traffic Monday through Friday. The house didn't change, the neighborhood did. That is why I always tell buyers, don't just fall in love with the home, fall in love with the life you want. If we haven't met yet, I'm Mike Dirks. I've spent more than a decade helping Vancouver families buy and sell homes, and real estate has been part of my family's life for over 50 years. One thing I've learned is that people rarely regret buying the right home. They regret buying it in the wrong neighborhood. That's exactly what we're going to avoid today. The biggest mistake buyers make is starting with a map. Instead, start with your life. Ask yourself, what does a perfect Saturday actually look like? Do you picture walking to your local coffee shop, watching your kids ride their bikes to the park, living close to the grandparents, walking your dog along the seawall, having restaurants within walking distance? Or maybe you'd rather have a bigger backyard and you don't mind driving a little more. None of these answers are wrong. The mistake is buying in a neighborhood that doesn't match how you actually live. I always tell clients, don't choose a neighborhood because it's popular, choose it because it's the right fit for your family. Even if you don't have kids today, schools matter. Good school catchments tend to remain desirable over time, which can help support resale value. But don't stop at rankings. Look at the actual catchment boundaries. French immersion options, IB programs, private schools nearby. Think about how your children will actually get to school. Can they safely walk? Do they have to cross busy roads? Is the school already at capacity? One side of the street can belong to one school while the other side belongs to another. Never assume, always verify. A neighborhood isn't just where you sleep, it's where life happens. Can you walk to a grocery store? Is there a community center nearby, a library, a family doctor, a dentist, a playground, a splash park, a swimming pool? How long will it take for your daily commute every day? These little things don't seem important when you're touring homes. But after 5 years of living there, let me tell you, they're the most important things because you're going to use them almost every single day. The best neighborhoods make everyday life easier. One of the biggest advantages of working with a local realtor is understanding where a neighborhood is heading. In Vancouver, change happens quickly. The Broadway plan, the Cambie Corridor, Jericho Lands, Oak Ridge, new SkyTrain stations, rezoning, new bike routes, new schools. Some neighborhoods are becoming dramatically more valuable because of future infrastructure. Others are going to look completely different in 10 years. So you got to ask yourself, are you buying today's neighborhood or tomorrow's? Remember the neighborhood test I mentioned at the beginning of this video? This is Mike's 4-visit rule, and it's something I encourage every buyer to do before writing an offer. Visit number 1. A weekday morning. See what school drop-off looks like. How busy are the streets? How long does it take to get out of the neighborhood? Visit number 2, rush hour. This is when you'll discover commuter traffic, transit noise, parking issues, and whether the neighborhood still feels peaceful as it did during the open house. Visit number 3, Saturday afternoon. This is when families are outside, parks are busy, coffee shops are full. You'll get a real sense of the community and whether it feels like somewhere you can picture your family spending weekends. And then visit number 4, Sunday evening. Take a walk. Listen. Does the neighborhood feel safe? Is it quiet? Do people know their neighbors? This is often when you'll get the best sense of what everyday life is actually like. While you're there, stop into the grocery store, grab a coffee, walk through the local park, visit the community center. If there is one, you're not just evaluating a property anymore, you're experiencing your future lifestyle. So take your time. Google Maps can tell you where a neighborhood is. Only being there can tell you how it feels. Earlier, I promised I'd share the strategy that's helped so many of my clients avoid buyer's remorse. It is Mike's 4-visit rule. Don't evaluate a neighborhood from your computer. Experience it in real life, because when you stop thinking like a buyer and start living like a resident, you'll make dramatically better decisions. The perfect house in the wrong neighborhood is still the wrong house. Remember what we talked about in episode 1. You're not buying a house, you're buying the next chapter of your family's life. Make sure the neighborhood is one you're excited to wake up in every morning. Here's today's playbook tip. Date the house, marry the neighborhood. Houses can change. Kitchens can be renovated, walls can be moved, but the neighborhood shapes your family's life every single day. Choose wisely. In the next episode of Mike's Home Buyers Playbook, we're going to answer one of the biggest questions buyers ask me every single week. How much house can I actually afford? And I don't mean what the bank says you can afford. I mean what you can comfortably afford while still enjoying life, saving for the future, and sleeping well at night. If you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe. And if you're trying to decide between a few Vancouver neighborhoods, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to share my thoughts and help point you in the right direction.